This is a stunning 2017 on a 17 registration BMW M3 Competition. It's a stunning example, as you can probably already see from the video, with a full exterior M Performance carbon kit. We've got the invoice for that, and I believe it was around £3,500 from BMW. And it's not just the exterior which is special, it's also got the interior M Performance package as well, but I'll talk you around the car as we go around it. It's a two-owner example from new. It was BMW were the first owners, so one private owner from new. It's got a full BMW main dealer service history, importantly including the running in service, which was carried out bang on time at the correct mileage, so no problems with the BMW warranty at the time. It's a lovely example finished in Alpine White with the black merino interior leather. And I think the white actually suits the car very well, especially with the carbon bits, because it just makes the contrast that bit more special. And it's got a lovely specification as well, which I'll talk you around as we go around the car. But starting at the front here, let's start with the carbon that I mentioned. So if you have a look here, we've got these full splitter across the bottom and the front attack sections here as well, all in the gloss carbon. Again, BMW original carbon parts, no aftermarket bits on this car. And just above that, we've got the adaptive LEDs, so these are an optional extra as well. And along with them being adaptive and turning corners, it also includes automatic high beam assist. And then if we come round this side, we've got the competition pack wheels, and these are finished in the shadow line colour. So they're like a metallic-y grey on the front, and they're a slightly darker shade of almost like a black chrome, if you like, on the inserts here as well. A very sort of complicated design on the wheel, but it suits the car down to the ground. And the blue M calipers with the M badge on them as well. And you've also got the M badge in the centre of the wheel there as well. And then coming around the side, you've got these big M3 vents on the front wing here, and it just helps to separate the car from a standard 3 Series. Obviously, it doesn't take much to tell the difference, but because of the wide arches, etc. And then if we have a look at the door mirrors here, again, the M Performance carbon door mirror covers. It's just a stunning looking car. And as I say, the carbon really stands out against the white. And then again, another famous M3 part is the carbon fibre roof up here. So that's a full exposed carbon fibre roof. It's the one car that you wouldn't want to option a sunroof in, because then you lose the carbon roof, and the carbon roof is just a feature of the M3s. And if you have a quick look on the inside here, the carbon just continues on the inside as well. As I mentioned, the full carbon M Performance interior kit, which we'll talk about more as we get into the car. But it's just a lovely place to be. And the leathers, as I said before, it's merino leather, so it's very soft leather, and just the beautiful seats as well. Privacy glass, or sun protection glazing as BMW call it, on the back windows and the rear glass here as well. And you'll just see, if you have a look at where the door goes in, you can see how thick the arches are on an M3. They really stick out, and it just gives it a lot of presence on the road. And this rear arch is also covered in paint protection film as well. It is on both sides, so that gives you an idea of how well this car's been looked after. And then if you come around the back of the car, you'll see the carbon continues on this huge boot spoiler. Again, all BMW original parts, I keep saying it, but it is important because a lot of people put cheaper aftermarket carbon bits on these, but this one's all genuine BMW parts. And that also includes this beautiful carbon splitter down the bottom here, and the famous quad exhaust twin on either side. And you just can't, again, you can't mistake it for a standard 3 Series. It really does look different. And if I show you in the boot here as well, being a 3 Series though, it gives you a very generous boot. There's even a BMW brolly in there which will come with the car to the new owner, just to show you how well it's been looked after. And it is a huge boot for a small saloon car. And if I pull the boot down, you'll see the reversing camera on there as well. And then coming round the driver's side, I'll give you a quick look in the back as well. It can easily be used as a family car, and in my opinion, I actually prefer the M3 over the M4 for this exact reason. Having those rear doors just makes it a lot more usable. You've still got all exactly the same performance, and I think it looks just as good as an M4, if not better. And a nice feature on this car, which I'll show you on this rear door card here, but you'll see it in the front as well, is it's got the contrast white stitching in all of the leather, so that's all over the doors and the seats as well. It's just a really nicely finished example. And then in the driver's side here, again, it's full of options, this car. It's a really nicely specified example. So you've got the Harman Kardon sound system with a tweeter in the door there. and obviously the big speaker grille behind the behind the grab handle there. The stitching continues with even leather up behind this door panel here. All electric windows as you'd expect, and power folding door mirrors, which is an option, believe it or not. Full electric adjustability memory settings for the seats there, so all lumbar support adjustable, and you can adjust these bolsters as well to have them grip you a bit more or less, depending on your liking. And if I jump in the car now, if you have a look at the steering wheel here, again, just another lovely feature of an M car. It's got the M triple coloured stitching all through the steering wheel there. So that's the light blue, the dark blue, and the red on the inside there. And if I keyless start, as you'd imagine, so if I start the car up, you'll probably hear it sounds absolutely incredible. It really is a good sounding car. And it has got a heads-up display as well, so the camera might just be able to pick it up if he swoops in. You'll just about pick it up there, the heads-up display that projects onto the windscreen. So again, another lovely option. You've got these big aluminium shifter paddles, which is an M feature as well, different to your standard 3 Series shifter paddles there. And again, another rare option that this car is fitted with is a heated steering wheel. So you won't see the button because it is hidden down the back of this steering column, but it has got a heated steering wheel, and if I press it, you'll see the wording on the dashboard there, just tell you that it's active. All the gloss carbon on the inside as well, and as I touched on earlier, the M Performance bits are this carbon fibre gear stick, surround, and the Alcantara that's between the two bits of carbon here, and that continues on the handbrake here as well, with the gloss carbon on top of the handbrake and the Alcantara underneath it, and the gaiter for the handbrake is all in, even with the M Performance stitching on the gaiter there as well. It's just very nicely finished in here. No cost spared when doing the bits. Like I say, all from BMW. We have the invoices for all of this as well. And then if I pop the car into reverse, you'll see the reverse camera that I mentioned there earlier with the guidelines. So when I turn that, it's all adjustable, etc. The car's got wireless Apple CarPlay, which is quite a nice feature as well. If you connect your phone up, the Apple CarPlay will display on the screen completely wirelessly, no plugging in or anything like that. And it's just a lovely place to be, very usable, as I mentioned, lots of space in here. The seats are heated as well, which again, just another nice option. And if I jump out of the car now, I'll turn it off. You'll get another glimpse of it as you stand back of all the, as I say, the carbon just really stands out from the white of the car. It's a beautiful example with all the bits you could want on one. There's not many out there with the full carbon kits, and it just, you know, if you were going to go and do it, as I say, the invoice from BMW is £3,500. So if you're going to go and buy one that's the same money that hasn't got the carbon and you want that, it's going to be a lot more expensive than you think to do that. 2 owners from new, as I mentioned, full BMW service history, and we believe we've priced this car very competitively. You won't find a nicer one for the money. My name's Ben, thank you for watching.